Okay, welcome to the channel. This first video is just going to demonstrate digitizing some 4x5 inch film negatives that I took on my 4x5 camera this morning and then developed this afternoon, and they've just dried out. So I'm going to basically show you the setup and how to get them into Lightroom so that you can play about with them. So not actually printing them off in the darkroom, so digital darkroom basically. So the setup is basically a copy stand with a Canon R5, which is a mirrorless digital camera. I've got a macro lens on here, so it's 100mm f2.8. So just like very good image quality and good for close-up work. This is like relatively close up. On the bottom of the copy stand then you can see here is a LED light panel. I'm going to use that to basically shine light through the negative just to light it up for the photograph itself. I'm going to use a negative carrier then, so this is a pixelator. I'll leave a link down below to show you where you can get that. It basically holds the negative in position and frames it. This is the negative here, so I've just got a bulldog clip that I've used to leave it hanging up. Dust seems to be a big thing for this kind of thing, so I'm just going to use my air blower just to get rid of some of the dust before we get going. And on all the digital, on all the film, you see some notches on the top right hand corner. So whenever your notches are there, you know that bit that's facing you is the actual emulsion side. It's the bit that took the image. So I'm going to basically put the emulsion side down into this frame. So it's there. Then there's this little white bit which is this diffuser panel, just to make the light more even, so there's hopefully no hot spots. I think this panel is fairly even anyway. I'm just going to press that down. So I'm going to turn on my LED panel then as well. I'm just going to go to maximum brightness then as well. A bit of dust and stuff here as well. And then I'm just going to put my panel on here. So I'm using Lightroom Classic here, so just bring up that. Okay, so now we've got the image captured into Lightroom Classic. So you can see it's a bit kind of weird looking at the minute. So what we're going to do is going to develop module to start with. And then I'm just going to set a white balance. So I'm going to use a little white balance selector here and just go over and get some of the white stuff over here. So I selected that, and you see it's changed, it's warmed it up a bit to 5700 from 5300, and also corrected some tint in the image then as well. For the next stage, understand you can just do this manually yourself, but I've got a plugin called Negative Lab Pro, which I access with Control N. So it basically brings up this, so I've already done the white balance bit. I said just sort of adjusting the crop and the border as well, but I'm just going to do that at the next stage. Sources digital camera, we've got a color model, there's a few different things in here. I'm just going to pick black and white because it's a black and white image, and then you can adjust a buffer around the border then as well, and just need to play about with these things just to see what works. And then I'm just going to hit convert one negative. Okay, brings up another panel here when there's some other adjustments then as well. So just looking at this image, it looks a little bit dark, so I'm just going to see if I can bring up exposure a bit. There's brightness as well, which kind of more targets the mid-tones. Contrast is okay, I think, at the minute. Darks, that just sort of brings up those bits then as well, so I'll bring up the blacks a little bit then as well. And I'm just going to hit apply then as well. So basically gives us our initial kind of conversion. So you can see with all my footer and about, I've basically got an image that's upside down. So we've got to here, we'll be able to rotate. So we do this twice. So bring the image the right way up, which makes a bit more sense then as well. First thing to do, I think, here is to crop the image. It's a fairly crap looking image, to be honest, as well, but it's me just learning how to use my camera. So I'm going to just go to the crop tool. It's a shot on, basically digitized on a 35mm digital camera, so it's a different aspect ratio to the 4x5 that was shot on. So I've got to here, I should be able to pick up a 4x5 here, which just sort of tightens it in a little bit more. Just going to move the image so that it fits in there a little bit more. And then just adjust, just to lose these kind of strange parts of the border and stuff then as well. Okay, and I think that looks pretty good to be getting on with. I just hit the crop tool again. And that's our image brought into Lightroom, having been digitized from a film negative. Thank you very much.